What happens if you build a life around heading outside every single day, no matter what? I'm Amy Bouchatz, and you're listening to the Humans Outside Weekly Outdoor Diary, where I share with you my own insights from heading into nature every single day for at least 20 minutes, no matter the weather. What did I learn, hear, see, and experience this week as I take on the Humans Outside 365 Challenge? Come along for my insights and, yes, my more than occasional fails. This is my real life, after all. Are you ready? Let's go. I have a bad habit. Or rather, I have a good habit, and sometimes its fallout feels like a bad habit. I keep spraining my right ankle. I've sprained it twice in the last 2 months, once while racing in March and once while racing this month in early May. It's the same ankle I sprained badly in 2018 during a low-key trail race, so that makes trail running the good habit and spraining my ankle the bad one. The problem with ankles is that you really need them for basically any good adventure. Sitting still in a chair with your ankle elevated and on ice is not a good adventure. When I learned in August 2020 that I was going to need hip surgery and was effectively benched for the remainder of what turned into an incredibly nice late summer, I was very unhappy. I felt like all of my plans had been stolen from me by a dumb injury. I was, in short, disappointed. I was disappointed in the world. I was disappointed in myself. As I'm recording this today, I'm on swollen and purple ankle, take 2 in as many months. I'm right back on my porch in the sun where I was when I was nursing that hip 2 years ago. As I record this, I'm missing a much-anticipated triathlon in Anchorage, the Gold Nugget, because there's no way I should run like this. I don't love triathlon, but I do love the Gold Nugget because it's this incredible beginner-friendly, supportive atmosphere, and I have all these plans for participating and then recording an episode for you explaining why heading outside for something like that is the perfect way to create space for anyone who wants to give it a try. No pun intended. But instead, we have ankle problems. But I also realized I have learned 2 important things about challenges like this through my outdoor habit. First, any adventure is a risk for things to not go according to plan. As I came into the last half mile before the finish line at the trail race last week, I stepped on a rock and felt my ankle roll with some pretty serious pain, way more than last time. I honestly thought I broke it, though an x-ray I got the day after confirms I did not. I walked my way to the finish line, bursting into tears when I saw my friends standing there waiting for me. As an aside, these friends are also the gift of heading outside. I met them because of my nature habit, and in part because they do hard things too and know the risk and reward. They are always on target when the going gets tough. They fetched and carried all sorts of things from my car for me as I sat in the medic tent, and then Rachel, certified best friend, drove me home while I tried not to cry. Definitely get friends who are okay with you crying. Risk is something you assume anytime you head outside your front door for literally anything, including driving to the grocery store. By going on a trail run, I was accepting risk of getting hurt. Yes, being careful and safe are important, but risk is just a part of living. And going outside has made me more okay with that than I used to be. And that risk then dovetails with the bigger thing I've learned. Everything happens in seasons. When I twisted my ankle 2 months ago, there was still snow on the ground on my street, and it hadn't even started to melt yet. Today, just 7 weeks later, my yard is green, the trees are covered in leaves, and I'm prepped for this episode while sitting on my porch in the sun. The thermometer claimed it was 52 degrees, but it sure felt warmer. In just a week or two, the fireweed, my most favorite thing in the whole world, will start its wonderful pink-purple bloom. But the inevitable end of the fireweed is that its blossoms finish and the green leaves and stalk turn into a fiery red, signaling the end of summer. The leaves on the trees turn brown, the light will no longer stay in the sky all day and night, and winter and snow will return with their warmth of family and friends juxtaposed to the cold air, plus ski days and stargazing. And then we'll do it all again. That's just how seasons go. Some parts of them are wonderful, the fireweeds and warmth. Some parts are a bummer, the return of darkness. But the trick is knowing that seasons always, 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 always change. Nothing outside or inside is forever. So when I don't like something, I just have to make the most of what it is in front of me and wait. And that's what I'm going to do with the ankle. I do not love sitting still on my back porch. I do not love missing the big adventures of trail running or peak scaling. The contentment of waiting comes and goes, but ankles heal, and this too shall be a season that passes. Until then, it's campfires, porch time, van adventures, and picnics for me. That doesn't sound too bad, does it? Of course, you can see photos of me doing all these things with various levels of enthusiasm on Humans Outside on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, share your photos too by tagging them with hashtag HumansOutside365. Until next time, we'll see you out there.